We're joined by Baylor men's basketball coach Scott Drew in Stillwater against Oklahoma State tonight, 8 o'clock ESPN. You know, Paul Catalina said this to me. You had, of course, early on when you arrived at Baylor, what you guys had to do to coach that team with what you had. And then the post-Tristan Clark injury always comes to mind. Was your game Saturday with basically 6 people, although there was Turner for 2 minutes, one of the best staff jobs you guys have done?
I definitely would say the guys all stepped up and really did a great job cutting through and finding a way to win, and especially in a situation where they couldn't get in foul trouble and they had to play well tired. And you come back, get back late Wednesday night, 2:30 before you get to bed, get up early, you got class the next day, so it's a shorter turnaround. And again, TCU's one of the best defensive teams in the country, and Coach Dixon does a great job, and for them to gut that out and get a win like that says a lot about their character, their heart. And everybody all year long, we've been used to it now, you know, because the last time we played TCU was the last time we had a full squad, and it was really nice looking at film knowing we had a full squad at the beginning of that game. Unfortunately, since then, we haven't. So I give the players more credit to the staff, but staff did a great job making some adjustments and making sure that we put our guys in position to be successful.
In the post game, you had Jeremy Sohan to your right and Kendall Brown to your left. 2 freshmen we know are extraordinary, but they were really good Saturday, both of them together. How proud were you of them?
Really, really proud of them, and I can tell you that this year there's not a lot of freshmen contributing across the Big 12, and there's a reason for that. Most teams are playing 5th and 6th year guys, and if you play freshmen, you probably aren't winning a lot. So for Kendall and Jeremy to have played as much as they have and to help us win like they have says a lot about both of them. And I think in the beginning of conference, like for every freshman, it's an adjustment. But both of them are playing outstanding basketball and have learned, and credit the upperclassmen for helping them out, but just how tough the Big 12 is and how much more physical it is and how you have to be prepared mentally for each and every possession, and they've done a great job with that.
How much do you think Jeremy playing against grown men for a year allowed him to even be more successful this season with you?
Well, I think Kendall and Jeremy both being in the situations they were in. Jeremy played at Lalomere, which was that prep school league, and just like Kendall at Sunrise, they finished second to Mount Verde. But it's a elite competition, and you face tough losses, you face great wins. There's the highs and lows, just like you would in a Big 12 season against elite competition. You're coached hard, night in and night out, and at the end of the day, that prepares you for college. And with you look at Jeremy, he had that for a year, then he went overseas, and then playing on the Polish national team was really big, because when you're playing against playing for your country, there's a lot at stake, a lot of pressure, a lot of excitement. But like you said, you're playing against grown men, so if you're not going 100%, it stands out. So it teaches you to play faster and more physical.
You know, LJ was able to play Wednesday in Lubbock, and then all of a sudden not able to play. Do you think you will see, is it still a pain threshold, or you feel like that this might be it for him?
Well, I think we'll probably have more information in the next week or so to know exactly what the game plan is with him. And up to that point, it was a pain threshold, and sometimes you got to reevaluate that and see going forward, what do you want to do. So I know him and Adam will list game time decisions today, and we'll see how they feel after shoot around. That's one thing that has been different, obviously, is you go to shoot around and you pray after stretching that you got more guys rather than less to go through practice. But a lot of times we don't know. Dave doesn't know till he works with them and sees where they're at and how they're feeling.
Well, and obviously, does this then, with whoever's left, allow you to even have greater chemistry? You'd rather have the full meal deal, sure, but does this kind of bring your team even closer together because they know basically you look around, there's not much left?
Well, I think it allows players to know that they're probably not getting subbed out at the first mistake. So they probably play a little more free, but I think at the same time makes them know that they have to lock in because they can't afford cheap fouls. They can't afford bad plays, because in situations where you don't have, when you get tired and you might maybe give up a bad turnover which leads to a bucket, you just can't let teams separate because you don't have that. It's not like you can wear them down, and each and every possession really matters. And that was a big deal for us, I think, playing with the lead against TCU, and that allows you to withstand a couple bad plays down the stretch, and you still got a comfortable lead. But when you get down big and you don't have a bench, it's hard to come back. So last time we played Oklahoma State, they're up 18-19, whatever it was, 28-29-11, and then we were able to come back and have a chance at the end, but you definitely don't want to be put in that position again tonight.
Do you, because of that, they beat you at home, do you feel like that allows the team to focus on only tonight and not all the hoopla of ESPN and game day in Kansas?
Yeah, I think definitely playing a team that you feel like you didn't play well, they beat you. We're all embarrassed by our performance for about 35 minutes of that game. So, in a lot of respect for Oklahoma State, I mean, they're one of the best defensive teams in the country, a lot of length, a lot of athleticism. So it's easy when you watch film on them to know you have to bring your A game because they'll embarrass you. I know Big Monday's a big deal, and it's a great opportunity. Who's ever on Big Monday. So our guys will be excited. They'll be focused. They'll be dialed in. We know every game is important and what it all means in the Big 12 in the grand scheme of things. And the great thing is whoever we put out there tonight, they're going to compete. They're going to play hard, and they're going to try to represent Baylor in the best way possible.
Scott, has the episode of the ESPN series changed anything within the program, or has it been pretty simple to just be who you are and everyone else be who they are?
I think part of why the coaching staff felt good with ESPN doing it is because we're proud of the student athletes and how they carry themselves, how they represent our university, and it's a great platform and opportunity for them and their visibility and our institution just to see what outstanding young men and women we have a part of our institution. And at the end of the day, it's a great platform, and as you know, we do it for his glory.
One more thing. You have a couple of guys who are thoroughbreds in Akinjo and Meyer, and sometimes they can look just gorgeous, and sometimes there's, the frustration because they are at times just, they can go. How much is it to just let them be who they are, and yet also they have to play within the structure of the team?
Yeah, that's. I think probably every year you have guys that maybe would want to play this way or faster or whatnot. But when you have great players, you have to sacrifice something to be a part of the team. And a good shot by one of them versus a great shot by another, you got to sacrifice for the great shot. And the heart of that matter is, do they care about winning? Do they care about their teammates? And if they do both of those, then we're going to play in the way that gives us the best chance to win, and they're going to buy into that. And both of them have, and that's why we've been a top 10 team all year, and it's why we're in a position where you got a chance to play for a conference championship and a chance to play for a number one seed. And I think as a coach, you always want to take everyone's strengths and then put it in what gives the team the best chance to win. So it's great to know that you got guys that can make plays, and at the same time, they can make plays for others, and what's the best plays for our team.
Thank you, Scott. Good luck, Oklahoma State and Stillwater. Scott Drew, men's basketball coach at Baylor, Sikkim 365 Radio.
If you have been waiting to